Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Sharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another topic related to HTML list. So mainly we are going to talk about how we can create a nested ordered list. Okay. Prior to this session, we have discussed various topics related to nested list, related to ordered list, and also we have covered the unordered list. So this session is in the continuation of the same, where we are going to talk about the nested ordered list. We will see what are the advantage of using nested list, what is the meaning of nested list, and why do we what are those scenarios where we can utilize the nested ordered list. Okay, but before we start the session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because if you follow the sequence, then it would be really very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic, because these all sessions are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then for sure it will give you a clear understanding of the topic which we are discussing today. Okay, so I think now we are good to start with the session. So here you can see we have one code already written over here, which is just a basic HTML code. So if you see here, you will find that only one heading is there. Okay, so the moment when I show you the output, let me show you. So just press Ctrl S for save, go to your browser, refresh your browser, and you will see that it is providing the only one heading, because so far we have added only this thing. Okay, and that's why it is showing me HTML by texture method. All right, now what we are going to do, as we are going to discuss about the nested list, so let's create some list first, because if list is as we are going to discuss on list, so there should be some list obviously, right? All right, okay. So now before we create the list, just one more thing, like, do you know what is nested list? So whenever we create list under list, then that thing is known as nested list. Okay, so whenever you want to create list under another list, then another list, then this type of thing is known as nested list. You can also relate it with table, right? We have already covered table concept, so there we discuss how to create the table inside another table, so that thing is known as nested table. Similarly, when you create list under the list, then it will be known as, it is known as nested list. Okay, so let's create one list and then we will proceed further. So firstly, I'm writing here one heading, just to show you the title name, which is nested ordered list. Clear? Just save it, refresh your browser, and you will see nested ordered list has been printed. Now what we are going to do, we are going to write here ol ordered list, press enter, li. Okay, so let's add the first item. The first item is electronic items, electronic item list. Okay, so this is the first list item I want to show. Then the second one is, let me add it here, li means list item. Okay, so these basic thing we have covered right already. That's why I'm just focusing on the main topic, which is nested list. So after electronic item list, I would write games list. Okay, then after games list, let's add another one, which is maybe the vehicle list. All right, so we are done with this list. Let's save it and refresh your browser. So right now you can see we have three item in a list, which is showing electronic item list, games list, and vehicle list. Now my question is it possible to provide a sublist to these item? Yes, it is, and that thing we can do with the help of nested list. What I want to say, here you can see we have three items. One is showing electronic item list, another one is showing games list, next one is showing vehicle list. So is it possible, let's say if under the electronic item list I want to show a sub list which will provide the information like laptop, mobile, gadgets. Okay, likewise for games I want to create sublist which can provide games name like cricket, football, volleyball, etc. Okay, so this thing we can achieve only with the help of list nesting. Although, like when we discussed about the unordered list, concept is same, Just only difference is that this here for this example we are going to deal with the items as well, list item. Okay, but in not item, the sequence, list item sequence. But in case of unordered list, there is no need to handle the list, although it will not, like there is no much difference between both of them, because overall the concept is same, like we are going to create a list under the another list. Okay, so let me show you how we can create that. So for that, let's create for the first one. So here, what usually people do, like they started with with a wrong attempt, right? So what they do, like they add a list item and then under that list item they create a table. So this is not the right way. Okay, let me show you the wrong way first and then I'll correct you. So what they do, they added the list item and under this list item they create another table with some test data, let's say test. Okay, so if I save it right now and if I refresh it, you will see this is not a sublist, this is a list under a particular item, and we don't want to create it under an item. Okay, we want a separate sublist, and you can see number is also changed 1 2. That means uh, we have 4 items in our list, but this is not the requirement and this is not the right way to utilize it. Instead of that, we should create in a way, let me show you the exact correct way to you. Let me remove it again. Alright, save it and refresh it. So now everything is normal, so it's time to create another list or a sublist. So for that you just need to write here ol directly, no need to put li. Okay, then you can put li, and here let's say I want to show my first item as a laptop, then the second one as a mobile, then the third one is a speaker. Okay, so let's save it and refresh your browser. Once you refresh it, you will find that electronic item list is populated with 3 sub item. Okay, so this is the advantage of using nested list, nested ordered list. How you will figure out that it is ordered or not? By looking at the sequence. If everything is in sequence, then you can say yes, it is an ordered list. Okay, fine. Now let's add this another list for the games. So here you can write ol li, and here we will put some game name, for example cricket. Then the next one is football. Okay, after football we will put volleyball, maybe volleyball. All right, so let's save it and see the output. You can see everything is well organized as per our expectation. Now it's time to add the third one. So to add the third sublist, simply add ol here. Then you can write li, it's vehicle, so let's start with a car. This data is just a sample data. Okay, you can create your own data, and even I suggest every time, like when you are doing practice, make sure you are providing at least 5 record in a list so that it will give you a clarity, because proper data visualization will give you more clarity. Instead of just learning about the syntax, you should also try all example. Okay, that's why I'm clearing your doubt in each and every session separately, because these session would be helpful for you when you do practice. Okay, just copy my same scenario, like whatever scenario I'm creating here, you can create in your own system. If you are getting any challenges, just share your thoughts in comment section, your questions in the comment section, so that I can help on you. Okay, fine. So we have just added the first item. Let's add the second one, which is bike, and then the third one, maybe the bus. Okay, so these are the vehicles. Now save it and refresh your browser. The moment when you refresh your browser, you will figure it out that yes, everything is well organized. Okay, so this is the advantage of using nested order list. And why it is nested? Because we are using list under a list. Okay, so some of you might be thinking, is it possible to create list under a list and then again a list? Yes, it is possible. Let me show you. For the laptop one, we will add. Okay, so let's go to the laptop part. Add here ol. Here I will put li, and then the maybe keyboard. Okay, keyboard. Similarly, we can add another li and mouse. So it is totally depend on your requirement, but if you try with this, you can see list under a list and then again a list. And likewise, if you want to create another list, yes, it is possible also. Okay, so you can see li, just for the test purpose I'm showing you that. Yes, okay, but this is, I would like personally I would recommend you to don't create that much of complex list, because at the end users are going to see these things, right? So don't make it complex for them. Although we have option we can create it, but always recommended to go with the basic and simple syntax so that everyone can understand what exactly we are doing there. Okay, one or two level is fine. Also, like we can create a multi-level list, but it, I would say that it is totally dependent on your situation. If you want to create it, yes, you are good to create because you know the syntax and you can accordingly utilize it. But when uh, there is no need to make a complex logic, then simply you can go with the simplest logic. Okay, so yeah, I hope this session is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things, so thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.